Hey there, Raiders. I'll be off the screen in just one more minute. Thank you for the raid, Tomcat. Drink's almost ready. I just had to feed the kitties. I had a hangry cat to take care of. Yeah. I should be able to put this screen up, actually. Okay. Let's see here. No, she's not in view of the camera. I didn't feed her on the correct side of the bed. Alright, my own Discord is pinging me I'm live. Yeah. Okay. I haven't streamed in a few days because I've been pretty congested and sick, mostly from the dry air. I'm trying to get a humidifier installed to try to fix that because the local humidifier I had was also making me sick because no matter how well I cleaned it, those things are not good humidifiers, kick up dust and stuff, and while it was humidifying the air, it was also causing inflammation from my allergies because all the other stuff it was putting in the air. I'm only running my purifier that's behind me, and I'm trying to get a new humidifier that's not garbage, so I can stop being sick. Because with my mother's health, I have to keep the heat turned up pretty high, but that means the humidity in the house is pretty low. Okay. PTR should be patched up now. Or actually, no, I launched it already. I'm ahead of myself. That's right. The menu, add-ons. This kills me. All of my modules use the new collapsible DBM menu, which is very nice. But third-party add-ons, especially ones that aren't maintained very well, do not. And this, I hate the way Blizzard coded it. You're not able to control who the parent is in this kind of grouping. It's alphabetical. You have to actually rename your add-on to choose which one shows up on top. And it's pretty annoying, especially with handy notes. Let me show you the handy note. All these handy notes plugins are sub-add modules to Hollow's End because this author didn't start their add-on name with handy notes, and Hollow comes before handy in alphabetical. So one person that has a handy note plugin messed up for everybody else. Good system, right, Blizzard? But this has been brought to their attention multiple times, and they said they're going to do something to address it. So we shall see. But this is actually evil villain hilariously bad. Like, who thought alphabetical priority for choosing what the parent is made sense over, I don't know, using the dependency as the parent? These are all handy notes plugins listing handy notes as a dependency. I don't know, maybe just common sense would be maybe handy notes should be at the top because it's the dependency of all the other add-ons. Just maybe, not alphabetical. If Blizzard doesn't fix this on live, I'm gonna troll a shot of it just to drill down how bad it is. I'm gonna rename add-ons just to fuck with other add-ons until it's fixed. Let's see, that looks fine. I hate that this kind of formatting is not collapsible. Only categories are collapsible, which I think is also another bad design. This should be collapsible too, but it's not. The only thing that's collapsible is custom categories, which is why I created a DBM category. All of this. What I really wanted to do was have sub-bundles for raids, dungeons, world bosses, you know, the ones that have many modules. I have a sub bundle for media. Right now I only have a sub bundle for core because you can't really create a custom header for a parent either. So like all these dungeons would have to be a sub bundle of one of the dungeons. But at least users can do this. If they're tired of looking at the DBM being 2 pages of their add-on list, they could just go whoop. I just need to log in and run some tests and do some coding. There's the kitty. I'm still logged out in the new dungeon. I'm not logged out there anymore. Oh, good. The new PTR build actually fixed being able to click without running an add-on script. That's good. Dang it, I thought I was logged out in the dungeon. Well, it's fine. It's my live character, but it's not up to date. But add-on is doing that. Something I have on PTR that I don't have on live. Whatever. Let's see. I think Artemis said she fixed the GUI text wrapping issues that was on PTR only. Yeah, it looks fixed. No wrapping issues anymore. Very good. Tomcat must have gone straight to bed. Must have been a tired kitty. Alright. Our auto code is working. It's showing Season 2 dungeons automatically at the top without need for us to manually do it. Competition has to manually do it because they don't use our fancy tech or the API to auto populate dungeon list. Alright, let's see here. Need to go to tests. We've already created some tests for Undermine. We already have 4 tests. Only 2 of these models are done so far, so only 2 of the tests are going to be run right now. I gotta code up the other 2 as well, but first gotta make sure the ones I already did are fixed. I think I did sticks already, so warp speed 4. Okay. Hang on, cat. Up. That. Actually put my headset on so I can hear the test. My hair is a disaster too. I got bedhead. There we go. Now I'm a professional streamer. We'll start with sticks. Run a test.
Spread. Taunt boss. Special coming. Watch your feet. Interrupt 1. Spread.
Oop, I see 1 bug already. Oh, that's not a bug.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt spread. 3. Interrupt 4. Taunt boss. Special coming. Interrupt 4.
I see a bug. Demolish.
Spread. Interrupt 5. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Watch your feet. Interrupt. Watch 3. Your step. Interrupt 4.
Demolish an unknown.
5. Interrupt. Taunt boss. Special coming.
Quite a few bugs.
Interrupt 1. Spread.
And why are these starting timers?
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 3. Interrupt taunt boss. Special coming. 5. Interrupt 4. Interrupt 1. 5. Interrupt. Interrupt 2. Watch your feet. Spread. Interrupt 3. Taunt boss. Interrupt 4. Watch your feet. Interrupt 1. Spread.
I thought I fixed dumpster dive too. Maybe my PTR mods aren't up to date.
Interrupt 4. Special coming. Watch your interrupt 5. Interrupt 1. Spread. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
Okay, a few things I gotta fix in there. Let's go here. First of all, there was an interrupt in there that was missing a target at the start of the test. Not the Scrap Masters, it was something else. Taunt now. That's got target. It's always scroll off the screen. Dumpster dive is too spammy. Even though I put an anti-spam on it, it's still too spammy. The interrupts are being spammy because of the way the test works. In an actual situation, those won't spam. It's just that during a test, it ignores the target filter. So it's warning for all the targets that are up simultaneously. Dumpster dive might actually have a throttle tilt on. Hold on, how am I doing dumpster dive? Dumpster dive. It's off by default. So that again. Okay, there is no anti-spam here. Source GUID. Is it a nameplate timer? It is. What about fuse? The fuse timer was spammy. That should be a cast nameplate timer, yes, but I'm in debug mode, so users won't see that either. In debug mode, it starts regular timers instead of nameplate timers, so I can see them and test them. So some of the spamming issues wouldn't be real life issues. I had one timer that was wrong in here. Where was it? Or one or two timers that threw timer errors. My camera's covering the debug info I'm looking at, I just realized. Where is it? Might have to look at the output. Yeah, it always scrolled off. Maybe I can get the test results from here. Show diff. Copy the diff. I hate that crash every time I start it. Let's see here. Okay, the diff findings of the test. Okay, you could have copied and pasted, you know, better than that. Why did it do a white background? Yeah, I play games off stream. Usually over there on the big TV and surround sound. Oh, right, I gotta put my glove on before my wrist gets sore. There we go. Got my power glove, I'm ready to go. Is it log refreshed? No, it should log that. I'm actually gonna make a request that it does do that. Yep, this makes me able to use the computer much better. Isn't that right, Missy? A little stream mascot back there. I think I have to run the test again, a little slower. To just catch more errors, because I forgot to want the two things I gotta find still. Rerun this test at 2 times instead of 4.
Spread.
Okay. First I'm looking for that. Demolish an unknown. Okay, there's the bug.
Watch your feet. Interrupt 1. Spread.
Demolish an unknown.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
That's the taunt warning.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt 4. Taunt boss. Special coming.
Still unknown.
Interrupt 4.
Does this boss even have demolish?
Interrupt 1. Spread.
There. Demolish taunt.
Interrupt 5.
Boss target scan.
Interrupt 2.
That's why this fails.
Watch your feet. Interrupt.
This won't work in the test mode.
Interrupt 4. Interrupt 5.
Okay, there.
Interrupt. Taunt boss. Special coming.
Okay, I see what the problem is. It's
Interrupt 1. Spread.
electromagnetic sorting. Refreshed before expired.
Interrupt 3.
Tank combo refreshed before expired.
3. Interrupt 4. Taunt boss. Special coming. Diamond.
Incinerator refreshed before expired.
Interrupt 1. Spread. Interrupt.
Okay.
Interrupt 2. Watch your feet. Interrupt. Spread. Interrupt 3. Taunt boss. Interrupt 4.
Incinerator 5.
Interrupt 1. Spread. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3.
I wish test mode had a pause button too.
Interrupt 4. Special coming. Watch your feet. Interrupt 5. Interrupt 1. Watch your feet. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 5. Interrupt 3.
Yeah, so test mode would be nice if it had a pause button. Someone reported a DBM bug that's not possible to fix, unfortunately. Now, the debug message I was looking at, I've already scrolled off the screen. I do remember it was a few combos, a few timers. It's weird, even though no one's chatting, chat history is still being wiped over time. For no reason. Okay. Timer refresh before expire. Tank Combo 5 is one of them. I gotta figure out what happened with Tank Combo 5. It starts there. It stops there. Be nice if I actually labeled this ability so I know why I was stopping. I have a bad habit of doing shitty labeling. Time to figure out what that spell is and actually label it for context. Overdrive, okay. It's phase 2 start. Got it. Overdrive. P2 start. We restart the timers. We stop them there, and then we restart them here. But did we restart it without enough time, or too much time? Okay. I'm gonna have to put the mod in slow motion to catch where this problem's occurring. Because it was these 3 timers. I think these 3 timers are just starting and then at this spot with 1.2 seconds too much time. I gotta put the mod in, or the test in slow mode. Oh, I guess I can't go below 1x. I thought you could do it like half speed. Well. I'm gonna run test mode differently. I don't want to debug all the interrupt spam. So instead of doing it from dev mode, I'm gonna do it from the user space. Because the user space will use user settings, not yes to all like dev mode does. So let's go here. Playground mode. The perspective I want to be the tank at 1 speed. Now it's being like a real boss pull. Wow. Something outside is making my FPS go in the dumpster. This is bad. What did Blizzard fuck up this time?
Special coming. Interrupt 1.
I don't know. This PTR build's bad. Now that PTR build didn't have that much of an FPS drop. I'm indoors and can't even get 60 FPS. What the fuck, Blizzard? What'd you do to your engine this time?
Interrupt 2.
Instead of debugging the mod, I gotta debug the game.
Interrupt 3.
Not GPU utilization. Granted, the background FPS is
Interrupt
capped.
3. Spread.
Let me move this up here.
Interrupt 4. Taunt boss. Special coming. Interrupt 4.
It's not the GPU. The GPU is barely maxed out. My FPS is in a toilet. I don't know, because they broke something again.
Spread.
And yeah, the stability of the game is getting worse, not better. It's getting less stable. The frames are getting worse. Okay, overdrive is coming. This is what I need to look debug.
2.
Okay, I can get 60 FPS down here.
Interrupt 3. Interrupt.
Overdrive restarted the timers. Overdrive ends, and then the timer's gonna restart, and then I'm gonna see the timer errors, I think.
Interrupt 3.
I need to confirm it's overdrive where they're breaking. Okay, phase 2 timers are starting.
Interrupt 4.
Incinerator should trigger the first debug, I think. This is where the problem was.
Interrupt.
Yep. 1.2.
Interrupt.
Dumpster dives 5. Tank combo 1.2. This one 1.3. Okay. $24.
Interrupt 1.
13.
Spread.
Nope. 19.8. Okay, that should fix that issue.
Interrupt 2. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 4. Taunt boss. Special coming. Interrupt 5. Interrupt 4. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 5. Watch your feet. Spread.
Wash your feet.
Interrupt. Interrupt 2. Watch your feet.
I think everything else was fine. I think I fixed the bugs I saw.
Interrupt. Spread. Interrupt 3. Taunt boss. Interrupt Special 4. Coming. Interrupt 4. Watch your feet. Interrupt 5. Interrupt 5. Watch Interrupt your feet. 1. Spread. Watch your feet. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 2. Interrupt. Interrupt. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 3.
Takes a long time to get to a full boss fight at 1x speed.
Interrupt boss. 4. Special coming.
Let's check something.
Interrupt 4. Interrupt 5.
Oh, add-on profiles enable.
Spread. Watch your feet. Interrupt 2. Interrupt 3. Interrupt 4. Interrupt 5. Interrupt. Interrupt 3.
Let's do something. Okay. It's not an add-on causing the FPS issue. Blizzard add this to a game for a reason, so they can blame add-ons when your performance is bad. Well, they can't even blame add-ons for this. My FPS is 40, looking this way, and it's not from add-ons. It's from something they fucked up in the engine. The CPU and GPU utilization are both low. Neither one of them are at 100 or are maxed out. This city's not even. There's like nobody here. How do they break the game so astronomically bad? It looks like it is a CPU issue. The game's using way too much CPU for where I'm at. They managed to create a CPU bottleneck. Oh, maybe it's this. Are you creating a dumpster fire from this spell effect? Let's see here. Get it off the screen. It's not on the screen, but it could still be dumpstering FPS if the engine's not cooling it. No, it's not even on the screen anymore, so that's not it. What did they brick this time? I don't turn this down wouldn't matter. I could probably go to a 1 and the FPS would improve. My GPU utilization is not even close to being maxed. Well, Safari is using... Actually, I don't know what's going on. Why is Safari using so much GPU? Wowhead? Oh. close that tab. Let's see if that makes a difference. Yeah, closing Wowhead got 10% of the GPU back. Wowhead was using GPU to animate the weak aura. But didn't really do much to improve FPS here. It's a CPU bottleneck. Something is tanking the CPU here. I can't even waste my time debugging Blizzard bugs instead of my own. I don't know what they break, but it's nothing I can fix. If I put render scale like 33%, it still wouldn't matter. Yeah, it's really not doing make much of a difference. Making the game look like a PlayStation game. If I put the render scale back to 75, and it wouldn't matter much. No, still the same FPS. Now I'm actually using more GPU. It's not the GPU that's bottlenecked, so there's no reason to suffer bad visuals. I'll get good FPS or bad FPS regardless of visual quality. Well, we got a lot to look forward to with 11.1. Performance in Dornical is going to be half of what it was in 1107. On live right here, I get locked 60 FPS, and there's twice as many players, so it will drop below 60 FPS at like peak time, like if there's like a lot of players, but this many players, it would be locked 60 easy on live. Blizzard fucked up the engine even more. Email, I don't care. Let me block my screen for just a second with that. No, they made it worse. Okay, I thought that would be on the wrong screen. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I can't even get 60 FPS in the inn. Like, it's so bad. I don't know what they did this time. I've been profiling the game, and it looks like the CPU, not a GPU issue. Something is heavily bugging on the CPU, and I already know it's not an add-on because their own feature tells me it's not an add-on. Add-on CPU usage is like less than 1%. Oh, I should turn the add-on profiler off. I don't think that should be on. Turn this off. There's something specifically that's outdoors in this area is the cause of massive FPS drops. I don't know what it is. There's like nobody here. It's not players. Like I was saying, I can walk around the same spot on live and not have performance this bad. And I can make my graphics look like shit and it won't even improve my FPS because it's not a GPU issue. I can go like this. Now it looks like I'm playing a low-budget PS2 game. The FPS is still the same. Where specifically is it? If I can find out what it is, I can report it directly. There's something in that direction. I need to kind of fly around and figure out where I can get the FPS to go better. Like if I'm here... These?
Work cycle interrupted.
What graphics setting would be using CPUs? The compute is already off, not use a CPU. Bell density, essential. No, that doesn't make a difference. Outline mode, disabled. No. I gotta do them one at a time to try to find something that makes a difference. Nope. SSAO, disable. That improved it a little bit, but that's not like the massive cause. Actually, it didn't improve it. It just varies from like 37 to 47. Particle density, disable particles. Nope, that didn't do anything. It's not the UI though. There's a UI system profiler built into the game now. This is telling me the UI. The highest add-on CPU right now is WIM at 0.1%, Plater at 0.08%, Handy Notes at 0.07%. I can do Alt-C. No improvement to FPS. Your issue might be UI, which means you should figure out what add-on's taking your performance and fix it. But I don't have that issue because I'm an add-on author and run a lean ship when it comes to performance of add-ons. And on live, I don't have this problem, so there's something wrong with the PTR client. I gotta try and figure out what it is. Shadow quality, low. And I have mild improvement, which is not surprising. It does use some CPU for calculating shadows, but that's not the real issue because if it doesn't drop up to 60, I'm not finding the issue that is causing this regression. They broke FSR. Let's go to point scaling. Nope, that wasn't it. Well, they don't have optimization on, I know that. That still doesn't account for this much performance issue, especially since the last PTR build didn't have this bug. PTR last week was fine. PTR this week is broken. They broke something this week. Let's check this. Console enable. Particulates enabled. Let's try disable those. Didn't make a difference. Turn those back on. But that's the wrong one. I didn't mean to enable the RAID one. Particulates, not RAID, just regular. They're not even enabled. What was the other one? Oh, I know what I can do. I need to, first of all, let's see. So then I have to run the profiler with the WoW in the background. I need the background performance to be the same. There we are. View. Sample process. Okay. I've created a sample of World of Warcraft to show what it's doing. AGX metal. So it is stuck on a graphics call. That's just address information. Since I don't have a symbolized build, I can't actually... I don't have any pointers to figure out where these are. this is save while running like crap. PTR save. But it seems to be in the graphics renderer. Specifically this. Well, that's just a dispatcher, so that's not necessarily where the problem is. It's just occurring somewhere at one of these pointers. But it's clear that the graphics renderer is bogging down the CPU thread here. So it did break something. Is there anything else in here besides this one graphics thread running like crazy? Mash program variant EG state. It's all this. Frame buffer. It's spending a massive amount of CPU on this one task. So hopefully they can find this bug and get it fixed before this PTR goes live. We still have a couple months for that. It's just the libraries. But yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to find this issue. I could show you my actual CPU usage right here. See, the problem with WoW is I've got a 16-core CPU, but WoW only uses like 2 of them. The problem is WoW is already hitting its... It's got 1 core maxed out, another core at like 66%. Just AFK here in the cities, so something is maxing out a CPU thread, which we know what it is. It's one of those graphics calls. And they need to figure out what it is. If the engine was more multi-threaded, it would probably run a lot better, but they're never gonna let them do that. They want to do that, but they're not allowed to do that. Not really. Not enough time. So what happens when an engine's not multi-threaded enough is that once the CPU core it's using is maxed out, performance will drop, even if you have like 15 more cores ready to go and do work. Because the workload won't be tasked to a different CPU core if the application's only aware of 2 of them. The engine has to be specifically multi-threaded and tasked where they schedule workloads to multiple cores and threads. Yeah, it's hard, especially for an older game like WoW. They know how to do it, and they could do it, but they're not allowed to. Like Dragonflight, they were supposed to move the network stack and add-ons to their own CPU threads, so they don't bog performance anymore. And it got cancelled because Bobby wanted a bonus. And made them release the game 2 months before it was ready. So they had to scrap that and a few other things. You don't even need more people, you just need more time. There was a diminishing return to more people because at a point you can't have too many people touching the code at the same time because they're butting heads. But they do need more time. They can't be giving 3 weeks of worth of work and then told they have 1 week to complete it, like what often happens at Blizzard. Ah, yes. Anyways, they regressed the engine here. You can't do that while I'm midair. I'm not in midair. Are you confused? But here. Can't do that while midair. Apparently I can't fly because I'm already flying, at least as far as the engine's or the game's concerned. Oh wait, I know what they did. They rearranged my... They got that bug too. They managed to flip my keybinds around for some reason. Sometimes these buttons get rearranged at random. In any case, I gotta go back to boss mod debugging. I can't fix their engine. I just gotta go down here in the basement where my FPS can hit 60. Just gotta go far enough down. Nope, still can't hit 60 FPS. This room is too demanding. Nope, I'm hitting 60 FPS now. No, now it's dropping again. Okay. Why do I have Discord notifications? Fucking stop it. That person's not even speaking English, so I can't help them. There's quite a few people on Discord that aren't speaking very good English asking for help, but I can't really help with that. Okay. Doesn't matter. Clear that. The other boss mod that needs testing that I completed is Sprocket. Let's give Sprocket a good slow motion test. First, let's go do like a full dev mode test, which will be everything. Run
your step.
Run Sprocket.
Bomb incoming.
Mm-hmm. Timers on this should be pretty solid.
Run out.
Inventions are activating. Yep.
Stay away from lines.
More booms. Wire transfer.
Watch your step.
First screw up.
Taunt boss.
Why does it say unknown? It's just one of those things with debug mode, I guess.
Watch your step.
Foot blasters?
Bomb incoming.
Yep.
Run out. You're a screw up.
The person logging got drilled
Watch
and
your
triggered
step.
my Easter egg.
Bomb incoming.
Okay, first beta launch. That's the phase change for this boss.
Phase change.
Phase change, or the phase ends. Bleeding edge ends. This isn't right. It didn't just start the right timer. Oh, I know what there's a bug there. I know.
Watch your step.
I gotta fix that. One bug to fix.
Bomb.
I forgot about the difficulty variance on that timer.
Run out. Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
It's looking good though. The timers look good. The mod's not spammy or annoying in any way.
Taunt boss.
Yeah, I have to look into that too. But that might just be the test mode. Get boss target doesn't work in test mode.
Watch your step. Bomb incoming. Run out.
A lot of people are getting hit by drills.
Stay away from lines. Watch your step.
Oh,
Bomb
medicine
incoming.
yet.
Phase change. Watch your step. Bomb incoming. Run out. Stay away from lines. Watch your step. Taunt boss. Stay away from lines. Watch your step. Bomb incoming. You're a screw up. Run out. Stay away from lines. Watch your step. Bomb incoming.
This is certainly a long pull. Dragged that on purpose. The boss shouldn't be alive this long. Okay, test mode completed. Couple bugs to fix. Let's double check the tank taunt. Not that boss. We're looking at this one. Taunt. Yeah, it's a get boss target situation again. Actually, this is not the way this should be done. Self. Get boss target. Args. Source GUID. True. That should be a better way to do it. But it's still gonna return unknown in Actually, I want to look at this function. Does an unknown fallback automatically or no? I need to check the local function. This might actually fix debug mode, actually. I think debug mode infers boss target from the combat log when you use the actual function. I was just using a direct API instead of the one I should be using. In fact, I need to do that in a different... Boss 1 target. That has to stay the way it is. Well, this should improve test mode accuracy by using this function instead. Now I gotta fix the phase change timer for... wire transfer. Where's that code at? Here. Beta launch 20. I have to... let's see here. This is probably also wrong. I see what I did wrong. And move this to here. That should fix those bugs. Oh, that's got some... Fix some bugs found by test mode in sticks and lock and stock. Okay, that should be better. Okay, close that. Close that. I still need to finish One-Armed Bandit, so let's go to here. A second, let me fix some things. Want heroic. This should have heroic in it. And when you see the boss fight, you'll know why it says stay away from lines. Okay. Next boss isn't ready for testing yet. I was working on this boss, but it wasn't quite done with him yet. First, I want to make sure that I was checking the events. The events were good. Phase change. I fixed that off stream. Mod has no real timers yet. Let's run it in a test mode before I even fix it, just to see some obvious other bugs that might need fixing. Let's see, One-Armed Bandit. Using nothing but AI timers.
Special coming.
Oh, I guess test mode won't generate AI timers, will it?
Watch your feet. Phase change. Taunt boss. Interrupt 1.
It's detecting the tokens. Good.
Special coming.
And it changed the audio on Payline.
Watch your feet. Special coming. Phase change. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 1. Watch your feet.
I can see some of the AI timers broke, but that's
Special
fine.
coming. Watch your feet. Phase change. Taunt boss. Special coming. Interrupt 1. Special coming. Phase change. Taunt boss. Special coming. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 1. Killads. Special coming.
This is a very quiet boss when you think about it, but it's a lot more chaotic during an actual fight. There's just a lot of things going on during a fight that you don't really warn for.
Phase change. Interrupt 1. Special coming. Interrupt 2. Taunt boss. Special coming. Phase change. Watch your feet. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 1. Special coming. Interrupt 2. Watch your feet. Special coming.
I forgot I had the mic muted because I was coughing. Sorry. Test mode still going. This is a long boss pull.
Special coming.
If stage 2 started.
Watch your feet.
Wash your feet. Cheat to win. Yep.
Taunt boss. Special coming.
So notes that I see so far, payline needs to be changed to different
Target change. Special coming.
That clipped a little bit.
Watch your feet.
Berserk. Explosive jackpot is the berserk. Okay. Well, the music in this inn I don't think is new. This is an older inn song. But as I was saying earlier when I was muted, a lot of users use boss mods for timers only. They either prefer the built-in warnings from Blizzard, or they actually just prefer to use weak guard packs as a substitute for boss alerts, and only use boss mods for timers. Which is why DBM has global disables to make that easier. You know, you just go to disable DBM features. You only want timers, just go like this. And now you only have timers. Of course, I don't want to do that because I would taint my test modes. Okay. Okay, hang on a second. I gotta send my debug to Blizzard. Okay. Close that. Yeah. Where's my sample? There it is. There. One convenience of having contacts at Blizzard is I've got lots of lines of communication. I just sent that debug I collected earlier straight to the engine team. So we'll see what happens with that. All right. What a cutie. Take a moment to appreciate that kitty. Oh, god damn, I'm getting that bug again. I don't know why that bug keeps happening with OBS. It's something that's new to OBS 31. It randomly inverts the camera. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. I'm trying to get a good picture of the kitty. I have to just don't worry, I won't be upside down long. I'm fixing it. Okay. Almost done fixing it. I'll do one more thing. There. Apply the color correction. And there. Now I can go back to kitty cam and not be upside down. But anyways. Back to work. Okay, so I want to change payline to different verbiage. Payline. What do I change it to though? See, the thing about the payline mechanic... Oops, that's not... I was already on the right one. Payline is one of those mechanics where it's bad to get hit by it, but it's also bad to avoid it, so I gotta figure out the correct way to audio that. You want to get as close to it as possible without getting hit by it. Because if you get close to it, you get high roller. Which gives you damage and healing bonus and movement speed by 50% for 15 seconds. And he does payline every like 30 seconds, so you got like a 50% uptime and high roller if you're actually good at this. Because every 30 seconds, you want to get very close to the coin, but not get hit by it. But if you get hit by it, you take colossal amount of damage and get stunned for 8 seconds, so it's... Your bad players, or in pugs or whatever, might avoid it entirely and just never get the damage buff. But good players should keep high roller up 50% of the time on this fight. But I don't know how to word it in DBM. Do I just tell people to dodge it? Because telling them to dodge is incorrect, because it'll make people... If they just follow DBM verbatim, they're going to come into Discord and be like, hey, I'm being told to dodge it, but I'm not supposed to dodge it. I'm supposed to edge it. But if I tell people to edge it, then I'm going to get the bad players coming in being like, oh, I keep getting hit by it because DBM's telling me to get close to it. So I don't know if there's a win situation for that. I guess in reality, that's probably why I use special coming for the audio. Oh, boss fights are definitely taking longer. They're getting longer and more overcomplicated. I actually hate it. Like this pisses me off to no end. Let's see here. I'm gonna scroll down here for page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7, page 8. One boss. Nobody wants this. It's completely unnecessary for a boss to be that overcomplicated. And this boss won't be tested on the PTR. So it's going to be like day one answer, well, worse than day one Ansurek. This one's got more mechanics than Ansurek by 2 pages. No, I think I did the math. I counted them up the mechanics, and Galliwix has like 33% more mechanics than Ansurek did. Yeah, Galliwix is gonna be a long fight, just like Ansurek, really long. And it's one of those annoying things where like you prog on one phase, and then you finally get that phase down, and then you start progging the next phase, and it's just, it feels like you're progging in 3 different fights. I miss the simplicity of like early days. Like honestly, I think raiding was probably peak for me. Like Cataclysm and Mop, because they were complicated enough fights, but not like overdrawn in mechanics. They're not like mechanic overload. I think starting with, like, they started getting a little bit more bloated the further ahead they got. And they blame add-ons for it, but I really don't think that, like... They call it the cat and mouse with add-ons, and they over-engineer fights to combat add-ons, but I don't think... See... We'd be trying to fix the fights, not make them worse. Like, what they should be doing is what they did during this patch, is the new swirlies. That's how you fix fights. And break add-ons, by making add-ons not necessary. Like, they're combating add-ons the wrong way. They need to make them not necessary, as opposed to just making them even more mandatory. It's like, we're doing this to combat add-ons. It's like, no, you're doing this to make add-ons more mandatory. Like, you're doing the opposite of what you should be doing. You want people to stop using, weak Rs to everything. Maybe stop making bosses that have 8 pages of mechanics. And make visuals easy to see. And people won't need weak Rs to see that they have a mechanic. That's the big thing right there, is if you can't see something, you install something to help you see it. Like when you do a Mythic Plus, how many frontals are killed immediately if they don't see them? Like half the trash pulls. And guess how many frontals you can't see? About half of them. So, there's a reason people install DBM and weak Rs to yell at them frontal or danger. It's because they can't see them otherwise. Not in a pile of nameplates and AoE visuals. Like, the next thing they do, like, the new swirlies are amazing. The next thing I want to see is a new frontal visual. That's, like, akin to the swirlies. I don't know if you've seen the new swirlies. If you haven't, you should look them up on Wowhead. They're pretty good. The next thing they need is a new frontal visual they apply to all frontals. With the same type of, like, high contrast outlines. And instantly, weak Rs become that much less important in dungeons. Because you'll be able to see the frontals and not get hit by them all the time. Like, I'm not one of those people at the nuclear option that said ban all add-ons. I don't think that's the answer either. It's like, it's one of those things where I made a video about this, but I'll kind of TLDR at this. I basically compared Skyrim to Witcher 3. Both games support mods, but one game needs to be modded, and one game doesn't. And that's just how World of Warcraft approaches it. World of Warcraft is a lot more akin to Skyrim than it is to Witcher. Like, you need mods to fix the UI, or fix bugs, or just basically add fundamental features that should have been there to begin with. Whereas the other one, mods are more flourishes and sprinkles on top, and not the icing. You know, mods should be extras, not mandatory. And then the game would be a lot better. But I will say that like they are making some positive changes, so hopefully they're like hearing this feedback now. Like the new swirlies will make a huge difference for sure. I mean, people might even actually go into DBM now and turn this, like they might go, I can see swirlies now. I no longer need reduce DBM hand holding. Do not show. I got to see dispel interrupt. Oh well, I guess I'll add it. I can add a checkbox that says do not show dodge messages anymore, because you'll be able to see swirlies now. Give users the option to rely on the swirlies and not DBM. The new menus are still working. Alright, I don't have any trash warnings yet. I'll probably try to get some from the logs. Record on normal mode. I haven't coded that yet. This mod I gotta work on too. Another ad break. I wonder if it's worth splitting these into a different category too. I might add one more header. Boss mechanics, yeah. That's kind of fine, the headers. I try to use a lot of extra headers, but I might still change the font color and size for these headers. I need to figure... Okay, this looks like a bug I need to fix. This got fragmented. See, some bugs I don't find in test mode. I gotta look at the GUI. These should be combined, but I used the wrong spell ID for one of them. Okay, let's go back to Sprocket. Let's see here. Screw up. 108, 108, 108. Screw up over. That should also be 508, not 108. And I'll combine them. Yeah, I'm kind of scanning for those bugs now. I should actually look at this one again. Head honcho. Look for any duplicate options. Here, again. One's using a wrong option key. Okay, Mugsy, double whammy shot. Double. Okay, whammy. 91, 91. They're all using 91 except for the taunt. Let's fix that. It'll fix the duplicate option key there. And duplicates here. No. Sticks. No duplicates. Brick. No duplicates. If you're getting that pop-up, you better update your BIOS as soon as you can. That's a critical issue. There's a defect in Intel processors for 13th and 14th gen where they overvolt and cause degradation over time. Yeah, there's a third BIOS update. They released in October, but some vendors are slow to get it out. Some got it out in October or November. Some still haven't gotten it out yet. There's some vendors now that are still only on update 2. And that's pretty bad from those vendors. Okay. Let's fix those couple bugs I just found. Fix 2 option keys that caused duplicate entries in GUI. Very good. I should pull the vanilla changes that Paul did this morning. Okay. Wait. Spell ID does not exist. 472039. Where is that used? Blizzard deleted the spell ID. I need to find out where that is. This boss. Okay, if that doesn't exist anymore, then delete it. What's it being used for? Tiny tussle. Well, that's problematic. Maybe they deleted the mechanic entirely. Hold on, let's look at Carnage. Tussle, they changed the spell ID. Mythic mechanic that I dry coded, so let's find a new spell ID for this. Beta spells. I know, Wellhead, I'm pretty awful with my requests. There's an OBS update. Oh. What's new? A few Mac OS crashes that are fixed. I wonder if they fixed the bug where the camera gets flipped upside down when you launch OBS. I don't see it. I'll update that later, though. Tiny Tussle. Oh, that's a lot of spell IDs, Blizzard. You must have scripted this in a very convoluted way. Okay, then. What one? Let's look at all of them. There's a lot of spell IDs. Holy crap. That's when I open was down with that icon. Got it. So now I'm here. More tabs. Good thing this isn't Chrome, or I'd be at like 60 gigabytes of memory by now. Okay, opened all of them. Let's see, that's a damage ID. Useless. Damage, useless. Possible cast. Another possible cast. Might be the same spell ID though. No, they're different. Script. Number of targets, 1. Script. Script. Dummy. Probably want not the combat log entry. Spell summon, that might be useful. Number of targets, 1. More scripting. Trigger missile, radius 30 yards. Might be useful information. There are a lot of duplicate spells here that are exactly the same. So they must have scripted to have different spell IDs for different locations or something. Another spell summon event. Script. Summon. There's the other spell summon event. There's probably a second one of this one too. That one actually has a tooltip. So is that one. That's a debuff you get from getting hit by it or whatever. This is the likely cast now. But it could be, I might need this as a backup. Oh, excuse me. It's a spell summon event. That's a spell summon. He's got 2 summon events. And you only have 1. Interesting. Potential cast events, but they have no tooltips. They might not be visible. I'm gonna add some notes to the mod for this. Let's see. To do possible auto marking using spell summon. Summon event for toys. Using that. That. And that. And as for this, this is a spell ID that said it doesn't exist anymore. It still exists on Wowhead, but in-game tells me explicitly it doesn't exist anymore. DBM. Let's see. Dump. Get spell info. Oh, right. Let's do use DBM function. DBM. Get spell info. I'll use my wrapper. I spelled it wrong. For fuck's sake. Dump. DBM. Get spell info. That spell exists in the data, but Blizzard must have hotfixed it out. They literally hotfixed this spell out. Fuck off with this promotion, this Discord. Hide this. I don't want to see a quest for a game I don't even have. Asking someone at Laha to check for hotfixes for this spell to see what they changed it to. This is the one that has the best tooltip. It's also the one they link in the journal. So it really seems weird. No, they linked this one in the journal. The debuff. But this is the debuff. I need to cast. Not that one, though. Where's the script that I had? This one, I think. See if this exists in game. Dump, get spell info. It exists in game. Okay, so I'm gonna try something else. I'm already using it down here, aren't I? Yeah, I'm using it here already. All I really gotta do is just change this option key to, not this one. This one. Tiny Tussle will switch to this spell ID. So it will have a name again. Still have an error. What's the problem? Oh, here. Yeah, until I have a new spell ID to replace it with, I'll just comment it out. Okay. Fix nil spell ID due to Blizzard. Not fixing 472039 out of existence. Okay. Let's see. Okay, send a DM to try to get some kind of hotfix detection. If there's any other things that got hotfixed out or changed. Because I won't always catch it with debug. Close that for now. We're on this, right? Timers. Interesting how the timer can look like it's one thing, like 31.6 in here a lot. And there's a 29.1 in there, so I gotta figure out what kind of spell queuing shenanigans are causing that. What was scattered payout? Scattered. Stage 2. Mechanic. This is only cast once. And he berserked like right after. Killing everyone painfully. Does it even do damage or is it just spell insta-kill? Insta-kill. Nice. That's a hard berserk right there. 1,000-yard insta-kill. Let's see here. I don't see my drops. You know what? My drops timer should be running. Let's see. I wonder why that's not getting announced. That's supposed to be on a 30-minute timer too. Or an 1-hour timer or something. Timers. Oh, it's not enabled. There we go. That'll fix it. That should be enabled during drops, even if it is a pretty boring drop this time around. I just realized the drop thing is kind of big and obnoxiously in the way for Wowhead. Where is it on my IDE? Yeah, that's okay. I should probably move it when doing coding streams. Probably make it smaller too. Let's. Look on wow. I think I shrank it enough to show tooltips at least. That's probably a little better. Let's see. Let's see how it looks on a larger thing, though. The OBS preview is tiny. So... yeah, it's probably better. Yeah, okay. At least it doesn't cover up the Wowhead tooltips anymore. I spent a lot of time on Wowhead. Okay. That'll work on one-armed bandit. Let's see. First thing first, I gotta figure out some timers. Like cheat to win. That's phase 2. Cheat to win. 25, 26, 25.2. Let's just go with 25.2. Cooldown count. I need the initial one though, which I could do here. 384.5 minus rig the game. 379.0. 5.5 is the initial timer. Excellent. Cheat to win is done. Linked machines, what is that? That over there. Close that. Well, that's just part of cheat to win. There's a private aura. Do I do anything for it in DBM? Ha ha ha, incoming debuff. Let's see if that's actually visible. Yep. It's cast here. I can detect the cast, just not the targets. Let's have a seat at the table. Enjoying this nice cozy inn down here. Actually, even better. Oh, I'm too fat for this little pod bed. I can't fit. What about the hammock? I had to complain to the manager of this inn. These beds should be functional. Okay. Foul exhaust. Do I have a timer for that? Timers. A stage 1 and stage 2 ability, okay. They're relisted, but they're not new. Okay. All right. Players carrying tokens. I want to just annotate this better. Token activations. All right. Coin magnet. I want to look at that. Let's see. Make sure I'm detecting it correctly. Coin magnet. I'm using what to detect it? Oh, I'm not using the right event at all. Let's see here. magnet. Wait, really? First event is spell damage. So there is no way to detect it? Doesn't look like it. There's no way to detect it, then I should delete the alert. You win created or activated, so it'd be nice if I could detect it. Hey, Blizzard makes that difficult. Okay. $57. There's nothing I can do about it. I just gotta get rid of it. For now. No alert for coin magnet. No event to use for alerting it. What about traveling flames? Can you detect that one going off? Traveling flames, spell damage, spell damage, spell... No. Also hidden event. I'm gonna guess all these are hidden. No usable events. What about explosive gaze? That should be detectable. I would hope. Spellcast start. Yeah, yes, I'm looking for a debuff. Applied. Debuff, debuff, debuff. Yes, that works. Okay, that one's alertable. Burning blast. Burning blast. Explode on death. Okay. That probably uses a distance filter. It does. The event, does it exist? Affirmative. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, flame you for the private aura. Let's clear that search. Go back to that view. Okay, let's go back to timers. Spin to win. It's obviously a 60-second timer, but there's a up to 2-second delay before the boss casts it. I already implemented that, except for the initial one. 19.5. 1. Okay. Payline. This one puzzles me. Did that occur more than once? No, that pole did not have one of those stutter casts. Not even the same pole to pull. Wild variation here. This one's not variable. This one's more stable. This one has another fluke cast. What makes the boss do that? I wonder. There's got to be a mechanic that resets the cooldown. This isn't giving me precise context. Like here, it's just... This is a low number for the cooldown. That's... Payline must be reset by the intermission. I'm going to have to use Warcraft logs to do this right, but I can't do that on stream because the logs I'd be using are not public. So I might not be able to finish this mod on stream. I'll skip Payline for now because I have to fix that off stream. What about foul exhaust? That's got the same problem. I have to actually do the rest off stream because I have to use Warcraft logs. I have to type in a fancy expression to parse out very specific ability interactions. See, one thing transcript is bad at is ability interactions. All it's going to show you is Payline was cast this, and this. But I need to see basically the full timeline in front of me to see what kind of spell queuing caused these behaviors. Or cooldown resets. Overload. Ooh, this is what I've been looking for. Actually, I've been able to fix the overload timer, actually. 18.2. Let's look at more polls. Well, that didn't have a poll for... Okay. I wanted to get that ability cooldown. It's 20.7. There's a few casts there. Looks like it's variable, but 18 to 21. That's the lowest I've seen, 18.2, yes. Okay. I could add the nameplate timer. Overload. I don't know why I didn't create a timer object for it. Local timer overload. We're making shit up here. DBM common. And it's a nameplate timer. Start. Nail arg source GeoID. The mob that casts it is this one. The real assist. Timer over. Okay. I'll have one nameplate timer for these at least, for their interrupt. Let's see if I can find a spell summon event for these. If not, I got tech to solve that now. Okay, the first occurrence of these appearing is their first cast. No, it's because I searched for overload, not the... I didn't search for the creature ID, I'm a moron. this creature ID and find the first event in the log that contains these. Here we are. Instance encounter engaged unit. Perfect. Can use that. I don't need the whole line, I just need this. Ah! Flashbang! They gain a buff. I could use that for, that's actually perfect. How many of them spawned? I only see 3 instance encounter engaged units. But I see... It's actually a bug. Yeah, the same GUID. I only see 3 GUIDs here, but one of them fired 2 events for some reason. But because Blizzard broke the combat log, I gotta use instant counter engage unit. Son of a bitch. No, I could do it this way. I just gotta use a filter. It's always better to use the combat log for auto marking. But I have to work around the fact that it's bugged and firing 2 events for the same mob. They actually have unique names. Flame, Coin, Shock. Okay, so the way to do this would be to function mod instance. Yep, okay. Now do that. Creature ID I'm looking for is this. Real. I don't know why I wanted that. Register the event. So quit bitching about it. There we are. I need a filter. That's actually perfect. I can use this. I can use this. Mm-hmm. All right. That'll be used as a filter. Now, all that work was done just so I could have an initial nameplate timer. Let's see here. Overload. You start casting the first one after 15 seconds precisely. What about the next one? You start casting it relatively same target window. And the last one, third one. Probably never cast it. He probably was the one that was killed first. They killed one, the first one within 15 seconds. That makes sense. But the initial timer for it is 15 seconds. Give or take. Alright. Shouldn't happen, but backup. Overload. Withering Flames. So let's see if I can get a timer for that. That's not the same thing as the other one I was looking at earlier. Withering Flames. Okay, there's a cast timer here. Timers. Let's just find a mob that casts it more than once. Not that pull. Not that pull. Any pull with 2 casts. Come on. There we are. 2 casts. Also 18.2. Beauteous. Uncommon. There. And there. Now that ability have a nameplate timer, but I need an initial timer for that as well. Probably not 15. Let's go back to the... Here. On that line, I'll find Withering Flames. Find the next Withering Flames. It's probably a different set, so let's go ahead and look at this one. Now let's look for Engage. Previous one. There they are. Three units at once. This should be them. I don't know why I'm using that event, to be honest. I was supposed to use the other one. I forgot already. Stupid. Let's go back to this line. Full aura applied. Spin to win. This is what I'm looking for. They fire unit died. Real assistant. Yes, they do. Here's the next set of mobs right here. That's what I was looking for, so I can get the initial timer. There is like 20 seconds. But here... much shorter. Probably to do with overload. It's a 6-second cast. So if they kicked it like at 1 second instead of at 6 seconds, it would have made this a massive difference in the next cast. this is like a 14-second possibility. Let's also check since I have this here. When did they cast Overload? 98. That's still 15 seconds. That's like 15 seconds regardless. But they might cast one Withering before casting it. And another pull they cast it after casting it. So that's just a spell queue thing. This has like a 14-second cooldown. But the next one has a 15-second cooldown. So if they delay the cast, it's delayed a significant amount of time. Standard Blizzard spell queuing. Not even 14, it's like 13.8. 13.8. If it's not cast before Overload, it's delayed by several seconds. All right. Withering Flames has it now as a timer. But I'm moving this. This is not what I wanted. I remember now. I was going to use the combat log because the combat log will allow me to use GUID-based auto-marking. Actually, I already have an event here for it. This needs to be fixed. First things first, let's see who it's applied to at first. All of them are applied to assistants. And this time I fired 6 events for 3 mobs. Okay, I gotta do some fixing here. If self anti. What do you put? Stupid pile of crap. It'll fix a timer bug. Gotta make sure I use a unique ID. Let's see here. 1, 3. Okay, it is unique ID. Next, this code is going to be moved as well. I'm not going to use this at all. It's a dirty way of doing it. I'm going to put this code here. Args dest UID. Fix it. There we go. That'll filter it. Now I gotta come up with a better way to cancel the phase change. That's why the AI timers are broken. It was ending the phase when the first one died, not when the last one died. Is there another spell ID I could use here? Spellcast success. That's the activation. 1 removed. 2 removed. 3 removed. 4 removed. How many removed fired? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I just... 1, 2, 3. There! That's what I'm looking for. Four 6106 is boss, and that is real. Assistant. That'll fix that bug. Or else am I incorrectly using this? Hold on, let's look at this again. First event of this. That applies to the boss. And only the boss. And how long did it last? Exactly 30 seconds, right? Even if all the ads are dead. Okay, that makes sense. I got it. Does that buff only last in the ads for 20 seconds? Like, fixing all the bugs. That spell ID is on the ads. 83. Did any of them last longer than 20 seconds?
You are out of time.
Well, let's do this. I need to split these into different functions. Don't do that. Don't be stupid. I don't even need the filter. They're the only ones that use it. That ID. And go like this and clean this up. All right. Oh. Spin to win on main boss. Spin to win on ads. There we go. That'll fix phase detection. And these timers will now start at the right time. I want to do a preliminary test with these changes alone. See how the AI timers behave. This broken face detection would have busted the AI timers pretty significantly. Reload. Let's test that boss again.
Special coming. Watch your feet. Phase change.
The Withering Flames and Overload timers are now starting that I added. Of course, they're supposed to be nameplate timers, but in debug mode, they're just converted to this.
Taunt boss. Interrupt 1. Special coming. Watch your feet. Special coming. Phase change. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 1. Watch your feet. Special coming. Watch your feet. Phase change. Taunt boss. Special coming. Interrupt 1.
I see.
Special coming. Phase change. Taunt boss.
Even with the improved face detection, there's still more. There's gonna be some massive timer investigation I gotta do.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 1.
It doesn't look like timers reset
Watch your
on phase change. They get queued up by phase change. Turns into a big hot mess. Which means I'm definitely gonna look at this in Warcraft logs and figure it out, but I don't think this is happening. Well, that is, yeah, that's actual phase change, but what I meant is
special coming.
here, I don't think this is happening. I don't think that ability is restarting timers. It is affecting timers, but I don't think it's changing them.
Interrupt 1. Special coming. Interrupt 2. Taunt boss.
I need to fix spin the window. The timer's supposed to have a count in
Special
it,
coming.
and it's not. So let's figure out where I screwed that up.
Phase change.
Here, obviously. That's fixed.
Watch your feet. Interrupt 1. Interrupt 1. Special coming. Interrupt 2. Watch your feet. Special coming. Watch your feet. Phase change. Phase 2. Phase change. Special coming. Watch your feet. Phase change. Taunt boss. Special coming.
Probably gotta cheat the wind to not be phase change, but instead, I don't know, some other verbiage. This should be close to Berserk now. It should be exploding soon.
Change. Special coming. Phase change. Watch your feet.
There's the Berserk. Okay, test is done. But okay. I did a decent amount of testing and working on stream, but I'm gonna have to go to offline mode to access private logs to finish these mods. And then tomorrow I'll do more test to finish mods. Probably on stream, and then do more debugging and fixing. And after that, maybe run the new delves. Start working on that. Once I'm caught up on the grade testing stuff. Because even though three bosses were tested on heroic, 7 bosses were tested on normal. So I gotta go over those logs too. But that likely might also be off-stream stuff because I'll have to look at Warcraft logs for that. That's usually to detect differences. But sorry for this short stream. I thought I'd be able to do it with the transcriptor logs, which are anonymized enough to use on stream, but nope, I gotta go to the private logs now, so I shall... Let's see here. Let's see here. What's he doing anyway? Let's see. Okay. All right. With that, I'll just go ahead and raid out and call it a night, and I'll see you all probably tomorrow sometime. What time? I have no idea. My schedule's all screwed up again because I've been sick. I shall see you all later. Take